Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
The WNBA is buzzing after Angel Reese, the queen of sideline antics, revealed her bold plan to take down Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark. She's declared herself ready to dethrone Clark. Like trash talk alone can somehow close the massive gap in their actual talent.
There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
Jared Schwartz published an article claiming Angel Reese gets deep about her longtime rivalry with Caitlin Clark, quoting her saying, asterisk, people don't know the legacy. Asterisk, but let's be honest, what legacy? The so-called rivalry has been one-sided from the jump. Clark's out here breaking records and changing the game, while Reese is still talking like she's in the same league. The only thing deep about this is the denial.
Angel Reese was older. I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
Right now, the most jaw-dropping part isn't Angel Reese's bravado. It's her audacity to challenge someone like Caitlin Clark. Clark isn't just another talented player. She's the gold standard in women's basketball. And stepping to that level takes more than talk. It takes game.
Me and Camilla, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU. So, it's been hard for me. But adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of, just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
If you're thinking Angel Reese's claims are more bark than bite, you're definitely not alone. Stick around, because the contrast between her and Caitlin Clark isn't just entertaining, it's revealing. This isn't just a rivalry, it's a reality check in real time.
Angel Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor.
Let's talk about Angel Reese for a second. She's got charisma for days, confidence that lights up a room, and a talent for staying in the spotlight. Whether it's bold moves on the court or calling out rivals, she keeps the conversation going. And who better to target than Caitlin Clark, the human highlight reel who's redefining dominance in women's basketball. Reese knows exactly what she's doing. Stirring the pot with the queen guarantees attention.
At what point were you waiting to pull out this kind of the Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a
Incredible.
player for sure. But I don't take disrespect lightly. And she disrespected Alexis. And my girls, South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. Y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment. Yeah.
But let's pump the brakes. Caitlin Clark isn't just a good player. She's the player. Her rookie season stats read like a basketball fairy tale. 19.2 points per game, 8.4 assists, and a highlight reel that leaves even seasoned pros shaking their heads. Clark doesn't just play the game. She elevates it to an art form. Meanwhile, Reese may have the charisma and confidence, but her 13.6 points per game tell a different story. Precision passes and big personality aside, she's not putting up numbers that scream future legend just yet.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark.
Of course, Reese isn't about to let the stats define her. She's training with David Alexander, the same elite trainer who's worked with LeBron James. That's like taking piano lessons from Beethoven. But let's be real, fancy workouts don't automatically translate to on-court dominance. What Reese needs now isn't just intensity, it's fundamentals. The bread and butter of the game. The very things Caitlin Clark has already mastered with surgical precision. And then there's the elephant in the room: focus. Critics aren't shy about pointing out how Reese often seems more invested in Instagram clout and brand deals than refining her jumper.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
In contrast, Caitlin Clark thrives under pressure, elevating her game when it matters most. Her resume is packed with clutch performances and record-setting nights. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's most viral moment remains a courtside taunt during the NCAA championship, a move that stirred more controversy than applause. While Clark was rewriting the record books, Reese was cast as the villain in a one-sided drama. But don't count Reese out just yet. She's got fire, swagger, and the kind of edge that fans love in an underdog. She's not trying to play nice. She's here to prove she belongs with the elite. Whether it's doubling down on workouts or tuning out the noise, the drive is there. The only question is, can she turn that talk into action on the court?
She wins the national title. First thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that. Even Caitlin Clark getting knocked down in that game on Saturday, who's standing up applauding but Angel Reese. So she's sort of embraced a Draymond Green role here.
The public is eating up the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese rivalry like it's primetime reality TV, Team Reese versus Team Clark. On one side, you've got fans who love Reese's raw energy, unfiltered confidence, and underdog swagger. On the other, Clark supporters rally behind her surgical skill set, calm leadership, and historic performances. It's emotion versus execution, grit versus grace. And the result? The WNBA is buzzing like never before. But here's the real takeaway. This rivalry is bigger than two players. It's a turning point for women's basketball. Clark's dominance and Reese's fire are bringing new eyes to the game, shattering outdated narratives, and proving that women's sports can electrify crowds and dominate headlines just like the men's game.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million views.
The upcoming season is set to be pure spectacle. That first matchup between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? Must-watch TV. Every dribble, every shot, every stare down, scrutinized, analyzed, and meme-feed within seconds. For Reese, it's more than just another game. It's her chance to prove she's more than talk, that she belongs among the elite. For Clark, it's business as usual. Dominate, lead, and elevate the game with her signature poise. The verdict? Reese has the hunger, but she's facing a steep climb. Clark? She just needs to keep doing what she does best, owning the court with style and precision. In the end, it's not just about who wins the game. The WNBA wins. This rivalry is bigger than basketball. It's a cultural moment, a milestone for the league, and living proof that women's sports are commanding the spotlight.
Forbes says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single-season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
Reese's big move? Training with David Alexander, LeBron James' top coach, because apparently being near greatness automatically makes you great. Sure, Reese, that's how it works. Meanwhile, Clark doesn't need gimmicks. She's out there posting numbers that make seasoned pros look like amateurs. Reese can hire every trainer she wants, but she's still got a long way to go before even sniffing Clark's level.
Well, now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their...
And then there's Danica Patrick's take, which only poured more fuel on the fire. The NASCAR star didn't hold back, saying Angel's obsession with Caitlin was doing more harm than good. According to Patrick, Angel's jealousy was obvious, and it wasn't a good look. Meanwhile, Caitlin was praised for her grace under pressure and her ability to stay focused despite the noise. It's easy to see why Caitlin is so beloved, not just a player, but a true leader. During the 2023 season, she carried Iowa on her back all the way to the NCAA finals. The weight of expectation didn't faze her. If anything, it fueled her. Her court vision, anticipation, and unshakable confidence made her the player everyone wanted to watch. Even in defeat, Caitlin's performance was the talk of the tournament. She didn't just compete, she inspired.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
And let's not forget Reese's off-court antics, from whining about WNBA salaries to riding the wave of social media drama. She's built a reputation for being loud, all while curating her Instagram feed and counting her Reebok deal dollars. Meanwhile, Clark is busy doing what actually matters: winning. Reese may call herself a disruptor, but all she's really disrupting is her own credibility. When it comes to basketball, Reese's game has flashes of brilliance, sure, but it's more like a flickering candle next to Clark's roaring bonfire. Clark isn't just scoring, she's orchestrating the game. She's the Steph Curry of women's basketball, draining impossible threes and threading passes through defenders like she's playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. Meanwhile, Reese is still working on her jump shot. They are fast forward to the rookie seasons in the WNBA. Clark came in like a hurricane, averaging 2 points per game and leading rookies and assists with 8. For per game, Reese did a 6 points, but let's not pretend the gap isn't glaring. Clark didn't just show up, she set the league on fire. Reese is still figuring out how to hold the match. What makes Clark untouchable isn't just her stats, it's her mentality. She thrives under pressure, delivering jaw-dropping performances game after game. Reese, on the other hand, has a habit of crumbling when it counts. Sure, she's got heart, but heart alone doesn't win games, and it definitely doesn't dethrone a legend. Let's take a trip back to Reese's most memorable moment, the infamous taunt during the NCAA championship. Oh, you remember the "you can't see me" gesture aimed at Clark while Reese was busy mugging for the cameras. Clark was busy making history. The moment was embarrassing for Reese, iconic for Clark. Reese thought she was stealing the spotlight, but all she really did was shine a brighter light on her own insecurity. The WNBA's upcoming season promises fireworks, mostly because of Reese's ability to stir the pot. Fans are divided. Team Reese is rallying behind her underdog energy, while Team Clark knows the real deal when they see it. But this isn't a rivalry, it's a spectacle. Clark is miles ahead, and Reese is struggling to catch up. At the end of the day, Reese's biggest challenge isn't Caitlin Clark, it's herself. She needs to stop chasing headlines and start chasing excellence. Until then, Clark will keep making history while Reese keeps making noise. And let's be honest, we all know which one will be remembered.